Good morning, guys. We've had a little bit of an adventure this morning due to the fact that yesterday I had delivered the reel of MIG wire for the welder. So today we are going to be tubbing the arches, but first I'm going to have to go and get some steel so I can tub these arches properly. I don't want to have to do the whole trimming up and then folding everything up so it all meets the arches. I want to make it all new, fresh, new metal. So let's go and get that, and then we can crack on, get the rear arches back off of the car and start tubbing the rear arches. Woohoo! Just like that, we're here, and they seem to have everything that I'm going to need on the shelf. So let's go in, see what we've actually got in there and get ourselves loaded up. And there we have it. One big sheet of metal ready to go back to the workshop. So let's head up there now. Actually, no, let's not head up there now. Let's go and get some flooring to go around the GT86 to save my knees. So I meant to do that yesterday and I'm going to do it today. So we're going to go into that first. We are back in the workshop, and I'm like a kid in a candy store today because I've been out and I brought the new flooring to go around the car to work on, so to save my knees. And also I've got to put my brand new welder back together, so I'm going to use that for the first time today. But first things first, would you have a look at that? It's beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. Generally excited about flooring. It's going to be so nice. My poor knees. All the way around the car. I am over the moon with that. And also managed to get the welder all together. New water spool is on there. Gas bottle is all done. Ready to rock and roll with that one. I had a couple of little leaks, so I've sorted those out now, and that's all done. So first things first, I suppose, get the arches off, get the side skirts off, and start chopping up the rear end of this thing. So I don't know if I'm going to do a time lapse. In fact, I may even do a slow motion one to try and be artsy fartsy with it. So we'll have a look. Okay, so we have the outer skin now completely removed, but something I wasn't expecting: soundproofing. Now, I don't think for one second that that's stock, so somebody at some point, looks like they've tried to quieten things down here a little bit by putting that in. Right, next stage is, focus, next stage is to cut this inner lip all the way off. I'm not going to do what a lot of people normally do, which is to cut lines in it and then you can fold it up and meet it up to this lip here. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cut that out completely and then weld a new piece of metal in all the way around, so it's going to be flush and everything's going to be nice and fresh. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, right, let's start tidying this up. I'll put you back on time lapse and we will start making some progress and getting this side tubbed today. Okay, so before I go back on time lapse, I've managed to get all of that nasty sound deadening off. I'm gonna thank the previous owner for that one, because that was not fun. I've cut myself to pieces, as this is, as you can imagine, surprisingly sharp, and there's not a lot of room to get your hand in there. So yeah, I now have some extra leaking points in my arms and hands. It's a lovely job. Anyway, right, back onto the time lapse, and you know what that means? It means some hip hop jazz. Okay, so now as we can see, I have cut it back a lot higher. It looks a little bit weird on that place there because you've got a mounting bracket up there. Well, a support bracket up there, sorry. So by the time I clean all the edges up on this, weld in the new sheet metal, it'll be fine. You see the big gap. So I know people do just fold it over and do it that way. I just don't want to do it that way. I've done it before. It works fine, but it's very messy, so this should be nice and clean job once it's finished. And there we have it. That is one side completely finished. That's now fully tubbed. As you can see, it's none of that horrible slits and smashed up, and try to make it fit as much as possible, because it always looks tacky. Doesn't matter how many times you go around it, it always looks tacky. And I know you're never going to see it because it's going to be underneath the wheel arch and it's going to be seam sealed and everything else underneath, but I know it's there. But this time it's going to look lovely. You know, it's as strong as physically possible. So yeah, I'm happy with this, and hopefully whoever decides to buy this car afterwards is going to be happy as well. Everything's done as it should be. Right, tidy up time, tools, mess, welder. Oh. And on that note, I think it's about time to end this video for today. It's only a short one, as I've had quite a bit of things to do first thing in the morning by getting the steel, getting the welder working and various bits and pieces, getting the flooring down, which is, it took more time than what I would have liked to have done, but I'm happy it's done, and my knees are grateful. The rear arch is now fully done, seam sealed, ready to go. So tomorrow morning when I come in, I can just put some undersill on there and that'll all be absolutely gravy, and I can crack on with the other side tomorrow then in that case. Hip hop jazz, if you don't love it by now, you will do by the end of this this build, because it's not going to stop. It's going to keep coming for every time lapse I do. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.